Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, Saka here, and welcome back to Milan in Motorsport Manager. When we last left off, we just qualified. We got past Q1 with both of our drivers. We're above our sponsor objective for a cool 38 grand, and we are moving on to the race. Now, after this race is complete, we will be halfway done through the season already. I feel that we've made some improvements. We've definitely made some steps in the right direction. What is the weather going to be? It's going to be cloudy, but as of now, dry as a bone. That's probably going to change. Let's go race trim and let's see. How many laps are we doing, I wonder? So we are 32 lap race, 26 laps in the tank. We could do 3 sets of 10 laps or 11 laps. So we want to make sure then that our tires will hold up to that scrutiny. And I don't know if softs will do it. Let's do medium tires and race trim here. We're probably going to start on mediums and intermediates. I don't think that we're going to rain. It might not be a bad idea to have a weather station once we can afford it. So we'll do some medium tires. We got 26 laps of fuel. I don't know where the opponents are going to be starting. But with Falco in 13th, I think what we're going to do is sort of alternate. So Falco will be on the soft tires. Can we tune? I don't want to mess up the grate, so we won't fine-tune that. We will start him on a set of softs. We will put, let's say, 13 laps of fuel in and do 3 stops, because I don't believe we can do a 17-lap run on tires. 10 to 12, 14 to 16, and he's got a bonus for 10%. Oof, maybe. I'm going to make Engelhardt our fast guy. He'll do 3 stops with soft tires and 10 laps apiece. And as far as Arturo goes, we might get him on the medium tires that last 13 to 15 laps with that bonus increase and fuel him up about halfway or just about halfway. Let's do 18 laps or so and see if we can sneak some strategy out of this. Arturo, you will be middle of the road and medium fuel burn. Falco, you're going to go for broke and push. So Falco will be on a 3-stop strategy. Arturo will be trying to split the race in half. That's my approach. We will see if it actually happens like that. But Falco should be slicing and dicing on the grid. And we are green, green, green. Oh, and that bottom line gets bogged down. That's absolutely terrible. So if Arturo can manage his tires well, then we should be okay. All right, Arturo is hanging back in 18th. Falco will be our man on the move, looking to really drive forward through here if we can. There you go, Falco. Above 16th is where we're at if 4 cars get out of this race. Oh, look at Falco slicing and dicing. Yep, I'm definitely confident about our 3-lap strategy with Falco. I think he's getting the most out of these tires. Arturo is sort of minding his P's and Q's, taking care of his tires. If it looks to be going pear-shaped at lap 10, then I'll pit Arturo and sort of pad our losses here, but Falco is definitely going well here. Let's maintain here, just go to a neutral perspective. Engine problems. Oh, that's right. Arturo has to pit for engine. Okay, Arturo, what we're going to have to do then, just push on, man. Push on. Push as hard as you can. Lars has crashed. What we're going to do with Arturo then is pit him probably next time by. Make up everything you got there, Arturo. And we only need to hold 2 more spots. Yeah, Arturo's a man on a mission. That's awesome. I think we'll pit him in next time to fix his engine. sort of top it off? Or do we want to keep both of them on the 10-lap strategy? That might not be too awful bad. Okay, Arturo just sort of push there. Falco is using up his tires. Nice and quick, though, in 6th place. That's pretty awesome. Look at Falco go now. All right, let's go to medium speed. Arturo is burning up all of his tires here. We'll take Falco around 2 more times. Arturo, you will pit this time, and we are probably, yeah, we're going to fix that engine. Arturo, since you can't do 2 stops, let's see, we've got 23 laps to go. We could keep him on the mediums for that 10% increase. 23 laps to go, so we'll do 14 laps of gas. Definitely fix that engine. That's going to be terrible, but we did save some money with a fast or balanced pit stop here. All right, conserve there, Falco. Yeah, Falco is pacing. We've got him on conserve. He should pit this time around, and we're going to put him back on the softs. 22 laps remaining. So we'll put in, say, 13 or 14 or so we can push a little bit. Parts are great. We're not going to risk a fast pit stop here. And we're not going to worry about recharge. All right, so Arturo is going to come in. Hopefully he will be gone by the time Arturo gets around to the pit stop. And a mistake on pit road. That is terrible. Here comes Falco. He is the leader, and he's going to be coming down pit road, but Arturo is away. Outstanding. Yeah, what was up with the fueling? All right, Falco, swap out your tires here. We're going to go for a push. 14 laps of fuel. And where does Arturo shake up in the grand scheme of things? He's a bit back. Oh, I see. So this was not clearly explained to me in the tooltip. So this is the most we can get out of the engine. I thought we would start with a broken engine, be able to repair it, and then we wouldn't have to worry about it anymore. So thanks a lot, game, for not being as descriptive as I hoped you would. But at any rate, we've got Falco pushing hard here on soft tires. He should be okay. We only have to do a few more laps, 7 or so, to get into splitting this race into thirds, and there's still a few cars that have not pitted. We'll make short work of them, and Falco is doing the work for us. Outstanding. Arturo, just hold on to it as best you can, buddy. His engine is still holding nice, but unfortunately he's going to be off the pace a bit with this busted engine. 17th is there though, but I don't want to really push this engine. I know you're churning through the tires. Oh, Arturo. Ignore it this time around and go ahead and conserve there, Falco. Churning through that tire wear like it's going out of style. Want to bring those temps down. Weather is looking cloudy but sunny. No rain in the forecast. Track grip is going up. I don't want to take a risk of Arturo not finishing this race. But this is we've got all of our eggs in the Falco basket for sure. In 7th place, not bad though, and within a quick shot of the leaders. So a good pit stop, and we might be able to leapfrog some of these guys, which would be nice. I've got him on conserve, and he's still massive tire temperatures here, and that temperature is only going to go up. Arturo is still on 19%. I know there, Arturo. You're doing fine. He's just sort of holding his own here. Yeah, unless a few more crash, I don't believe Arturo is going to do well. I didn't realize that the engine would be capped, which is unfortunate. That's my mistake, but we live and learn, and we'll definitely remember for next time. All right, Falco, go ahead and, or Arturo will pit this time. And since we have to come in so often anyway, let's get him on softs. and we'll probably have to come in again, but I don't want to take a risk just in case. We'll put in 17 and not fuel up on the next stop. Balance pit stop, that way if Falco needs to come in, Arturo will not be in the way. In a perfect world, at least. Falco might actually lap Arturo the way this is going, but I'm confident here that all the leaders are within seconds of each other. We can leapfrog them in the pits. All right, so Arturo's in for fuel and repairs. We won't have to worry about fuel next time. That's one less thing that can go wrong. And indeed, a great pit stop for Falco. Or Arturo, yep, 30%. I know the engine is feeling better already, but you're not going to get anything out of it, my man, because we have to stop so long. Just attack, chew through all the tires. We paid for the tire bill. Make up some moves. We'll do a high burn here. All right, 3.6 laps to go, and this guy is pitting. He's like on fire. You know what, Arturo? You're coming around to lap 21. Go ahead and pit. 12 laps remaining. We will put in 14 or so. Park condition is okay. We might not have to push so bad, but a nice balanced pit stop for Falco, and out he will go. We want to get him to go neutral and high, because these tires have to last another 11 laps, and that's not going to be easy. Maybe I should have put on mediums there and really had him push. That was a super quick stop. Good on you guys. So these guys still have one more stop to do. I know you're going through these tires like hot dogs, but so is your engine. We'll go neutral here. And is Falco catching up to these guys? He will, and he'll leapfrog most of them on pit lane. So 13 on softs. This is the time we can sort of push. We have plenty of excess fuel. I just want Falco to really start to drive, make these passes, don't lose a whole lot of time, and really make up on these guys that have no tires on their car. A top 10 is certainly not out of the question if this is our last stop for the day. I really have to mind the tire degradation though. Let's go ahead and go to a neutral balance here. We've got 12 laps in the tank. We can overtake, I think, and really get some juice out of the engine. And poor Arturo is just flailing about miserably. That has not got to be a good race for him to run. Ignore it. Just stay with it, Arturo, as best you can. Falco is our next best hope. And it's kind of eye-opening here that the cars behind us who needed tires was catching us. All right, Arturo, don't hold up. Falco, please. Outstanding, thank you. So Falco will lap our team car. Wow, even on neutral, he is burning his tires up. How's his park condition? 19%. Let's try to stick with it here as best we can. All right, Falco is running 6th. His tires are getting burned up just a little bit, but we can push the engine quite a bit. Just maintain on your tires there, Falco. Don't brake on me. We might have to turn down the fuel as well to maintain those parts. But I will not complain about 5th, and these cars in front of us have already done their pit stops. It looks like they were on the soft strategy as well. I don't believe they're going to come down again, so these are the tires that we are going to finish on. Falco just needs to mind his P's and Q's for the next 4 laps or so. Or is that, yeah, that's going to be 5 laps. Unless we get lapped. All right. Arturo is going to have to come in for his last stop, unfortunately. We're not going to add any fuel. Go ahead and fix what engine you can. The brakes. No, I don't want to add any brakes. Just a balanced pit stop is fine. And then when Arturo is done, he can... Geez, he is really on old tires for sure. So now I know that it is not worth the $500,000 savings to cap the park condition. I thought it would just be broke and we could fix it back up, unfortunately. All right, Arturo, bring it down to pit road. 3% on his tires, 2% on his tires. This is going to be a quick stint, so just get everything you can get out of it, Arturo. I know it's not going to be much, but we don't even have to run the whole race. We're a lap down. Here comes Falco again. I know you've got parts looking dodgy, but I've got you conserving as best we can. A top 5 is certainly nice. Looks like a top 8 would probably be more realistic here. They're a few seconds behind us. I know the tire wear isn't helping, but you only have 2 more laps to go there, Falco. Conserve as best you can. Block them if you can. Yep, dropping out of the top 5. Probably drop out of the top 8. But I think we can come in 8th. I don't think Gato, the cat, will catch us here. All right, coming around to the last lap. Just bring it home in one piece, if you please there, Falco. I am certainly not going to balk at 7th. It's above our sponsor objective. Everything is going to be gravy. 2 seconds on these guys for 12% on the tire wear. All right, Falco, attack this last corner, man. Attack as best you can. Hold him back. Use your juice if you got it. Get him, get him. Yes! 7th for Falco right at the line. This is what I'm talking about. So Landvik wins for Team Nordhagen, and unfortunately Arturo got bit by that engine bug that we did not pay the 500 grand for. It might work out in the end because we aren't going for a driver's championship. Yeah, 16 laps on mediums. I knew I should have done something like that for the 10%. But I mean, it was a really good race for us considering. Milan was perfectly fine. Falco with a 7th place. You know, 3.5 seconds behind the leader. That is not bad. So we met our sponsor objective. We've got the full $76,000. Looking at our drivers, Falco is still in last, but remember, he didn't do as many races as Bill. Arturo is holding in 15th. Constructors-wise, though, we're in 8th. Not really within striking distance yet of number 7. But remember, we said we were just going to finish the season here. Try spending less monies on helicopters and jacuzzis and more on your cars. Hey, Aussie Wanelius, I have no money to spend, man. I tell you, these fans don't know what things I have to go through. But we will see what our next race is, see how well prepared we are for it. Sponsors should be coming up in a few races, so we can see exactly who's going to pay us those big, sweet bucks to keep on going this year. And that sponsor money that we get should be enough to carry us through the season for sure. Looking at our drivers here, 100% morale, 10.87% morale, and soft tires wear more slowly. He's getting along with his mechanic nice and swimmingly, so that is going to be huge for Falco. We came in 6th. Nice markability there. We lose our 1.3 million, but we can afford to do that 3 or 4 more times. So I think with the sponsor money, we're going to be good. Taking a look at our overall graphs here, we've got good sponsors and good drivers. The car is definitely the lowest on the totem pole. We have some repair work to do. And in 1 week, we get factory level 2. So next episode, once this factory is level 2, we can go into our parts menu and really start to do the work on improving these parts. We can improve multiple parts at once and get those performances up. But that is going to be for the next episode. Ladies and gentlemen of Motorsport Manager, we'll clean everything up. And in 1 month, we get to the Black Sea Grand Prix, where medium speed corners are crucial. Top speed and acceleration are useful. I kind of did a Wisconsin. So medium speed corners, we're dead last. Engine, we're dead last. Acceleration, we're 9th. So on paper, we're not going to do too well there in the Black Sea. Oi. And we've got to run 2 more races with the money we have, which we can afford to make a part, I think. So I'll wonder, you know, what part we're going to make next. Probably the engine would not be a bad thing because we are the worst on the grid by far on the engine department. So designing an engine may be in our future. But that is going to do it for me in this episode of Motorsport Manager. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in. And for Arturo and Falco, I will see you in the Black Sea. Take care.